I don't know what it's doing. The the program is starting to skip a little bit. I'm so sorry about that. We're about to get started with our artist interview with New Dilemma. But first we're gonna roll into their video with Playing Victim.
Every time we speak, you make another excuse. Can't keep your lies together. Do you even know the truth? You steal attention, but I know it's never enough. Manipulating everyone you think you love. I twist the lies to spite you. Help me hide my rage. The truth is lost. The only thing that's left is hate. I waste your time to distract my mind from guilty thoughts of betrayal. Manipulate your soul because my past is painful. I chose to light the flame that burned the bridge between us. I hate this pain, time to break these chains. No more suffering. You play the victim, always running from the truth. You paint the picture and everyone but you. You play the victim, always running from the truth. You paint the picture that it's everyone but you.
What's happening? Oh no, we can't hear you.
How about now?
There you are.
Perfect.
There we go. Listen, I don't know what's going. It was skipping there for a second. I didn't even know if I was like on or not. So it was weird. It was acting a little funny, but it's working now. So that's great.
Oh yeah, we're glad to be here.
I'm glad to have you guys here. You guys got comments coming out the butt over here.
Good.
Yeah. So we've got Miss Lynn in there, Miss Cherry, Miss Stephanie Stone, Tanya Witt. They're all here for you.
Yes, thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here.
Absolutely,
There's
absolutely.
a lot of names we couldn't do this without in that feed.
Absolutely.
So playing Victim, that's a freaking awesome song. I've had it on my playlist for a little bit now.
Awesome.
They all the morning people seem to absolutely love it along with myself. How did that song like come about?
Well, as most lyricists, I write near and dear to my heart, and this one was a very specific moment in my life, with bad relationship and things going wrong, and somehow when someone's being the victim, and this has a lot to do with there's drug use involved that gets pretty deep as far as the entire story with the other side, but
Great.
they're the ones always screaming what's wrong with their hands out, and and playing the victim was just I literally said it out loud, and me and Clyde, we were writing and we're like, this is what this is right here. So playing victim is about getting away from that and cutting the chains. It's also how it dements you sometimes into thinking you're something that you're not, and that's sort of in the second verse the way I come across in those lyrics. So like, people can bring something out of you that shouldn't be there, and sometimes when you're in that for so long, you don't see it. You get blind, like you're literally blinded by the whole thing. So once I was able to get away from that and step back and outside looking in, it made me realize kind of that person. So it's almost like my alter personality in the second verse of what it was creating me to be.
Sometimes crappy relationships really do that to you, and realizing and I think we get into those crappy relationships because we don't really realize our worth as we're getting into them,
100%.
and having to take a step back and looking at ourselves and what we want in our dreams is very, very, very important.
Absolutely.
And it turned into a freaking rock song, so that's freaking awesome. And it's
that one actually was the last song. That one hit the Billboard charts, and that one did really well. So we're super proud of it, and these guys and the music they write. I mean, it's like any part of any other team, So once we get the feelings and we know where we're headed, and we get stuff like that, and we're super proud of what it did and the people that it reached. And I mean, to hit a chart for us was just a dream in itself. So
that's right. I mean, hey, so what's next for New Dilemma? Is there any?
Yeah, there's lots of next. It's right now we're actually leaving Monday morning, like 6 a.m., heading out to Chicago to finish up vocal production on the new EP. Okay. And it's going to be dropping. There's a lot of stuff happening very soon in the next 6 to 8 weeks. Per the team, I'm not allowed to divulge too much yet.
It's a secret.
But we're going to talk to you about maybe doing a morning show on the day of the release and see if we can't work something out there. But we can't talk about that on live right now.
Okay. You just let me know. And I think you have both avenues on the connection. So you can either reach me on Facebook or, if you don't have the number, it's down here in the scroll too as well. So,
by the way, just so everybody knows, that's like the hardest thing for us to do as the artists is be like, well, there's this thing, but we can't go too far into it. But I'll tell you what, this in general, this new record and the music and this permanent lineup we have now is, oh my God, these guys writing. I don't know what to say.
I think it's the best we've ever been.
I agree with that.
I'd like to see it. So maybe you can venture down to Florida too. Maybe
we're in Orlando.
Yeah, are you really?
We're an Orlando band.
What? So then what are you doing on the 29th of this month then?
We are still we're in rehearsals right now and getting everything new together. We're not quite ready to go live yet. I mean, we have a live set, don't get me wrong, but also I'm
It's
pretty
only
sure
like
that's in the middle
40
of the week.
minutes.
There's actually that super secret thing we're doing on the 29th. Yeah.
Oh, the super secret thing. Okay.
Anyways, we would love to, and we would be interested in talk about doing something else possibly.
Okay.
But we're
Absolutely.
not going to be free right then.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll hook it all up.
Sounds great.
I'll whip it out some way somehow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show just took a turn. All
All
right.
I mean, me and Brian with the dude were on here taking shots at 8 o'clock in the morning. So
Oh, I
mean,
love that guy. We've done a couple shows with those guys. I know we play with them at West End. We had a great time with them.
They're really
yeah,
fun
dude,
people.
he does
go
bring
crazy.
a party.
That's for sure.
Well, so do we have any more videos that might be available?
I mean, there's what's on YouTube is all available at the moment. We're working on some that we got a video. We do have a video shoot in a couple weeks. So, like I said, there's a lot going on behind the scenes. We have more music, and we'd also love to talk a little bit about how New Dilemma got started. We think it's pretty important with our story and what we do and why we do it.
Yeah.
So we got a topic there, and whatever you want to do here, we're wide open. It's been a while. You're our first interview in like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Well, how about this? Why New Dilemma? Like, how did you pick that? Let's start with that one. And
Yeah, that'll give you plenty. So we believe this is super important for me, as you'll hear in a second, but these guys that also became family. I mean, this band is a family now. And so anyways, some years back, it's getting further and further years back at this point, every time I think about it or tell the story again. I was a single dad, and my daughter's special needs. She has spinal muscular atrophy. And years ago, when I'm going to say a little bit younger, I'm going to start giving all these numbers away. It's not going to look good on me. But anyways, years ago, I was in a band, and we had signed a tour contract. We were about to leave with Creed. We were talking to record labels. And in that time, we were about to go on an arena tour, and that was cream of the crop back then. And we found out that my daughter had SMA, and I immediately called it quits. There was no world where I was going to miss whatever time she had so I could go do what I wanted to do. It felt selfish and unnecessary. So I hung it up. So we fast forward to it's just me and my daughter alone at this point. And I believe she was 17 or 18 at the time. She's 16. I don't know. Again, I'm losing track of ages and numbers. But she said, "Hey, Dad, why don't you go show the world what you got again?" And I looked at her. I'm like, "Are you fucking crazy? Like, nobody is interested in that." I hadn't been in the scene in a while because I was a single dad. There wasn't really going out and hanging out at shows. It wasn't a thing at the time. So I walked out of her room, and I said out loud, I'm like, "Why am I always in this new dilemma of things that I want to do and things I should be doing?" And immediately for me, that became the name. So I knew at that point I had to do it in a way, like she's telling me to do this thing. So that's what I was doing at the time. I just started seeing somebody who's now my wife and biggest fan. So it just started evolving from there. We went from this dark place. Her mom had been in prison. She'd been on drugs. It had been a terrible downslide. And we decided that we'd rather do it alone than deal with that. Right. So we just kept moving forward, and life kept progressing. And she said that, and here it is. And so that's kind of the realm of how this got started. And we did like anybody else, man. We just started, and we started by sucking and just writing and sucking some more and getting better and improving. I mean, it changed drastically. I hadn't done it in so many years. And then to the things we've accomplished up to this point have just been amazing. And at this particular moment, we have no plans on backing down.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, you're now like at like 17K on just Facebook alone. I mean, that's not even all your streaming platforms included and stuff like that. So, I mean, that took a lot to build up to that. I mean, someone who's, building her own, I mean, it's a rough
Tough.
world out there.
It's really tough, and I get frustrated even when I see, like, you play so many bands, and every time I see it, I try to interact because I think it is literally the most important thing to do, to your supporters, to your fans. If you're not commenting back because you just feel like they should be there, like, you're missing the point. That's
Yep.
again, that's an opinion. It doesn't, but I feel like every connection is important because without it, where are we going and what are we doing? So if we don't start in community, what are we going to do? I mean, we started in Orlando opening, doing what bands do and just meeting people and, be kind to people, like,
Oh, yeah.
be good to people, support people. So bands, if you're listening, she's playing your shit, you should like it and say something and share the shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. We have a lot of bands that do, support us and
Hell yeah, they do.
share all
That's
this
awesome.
stuff. And you're right, there are some bands that just expect us to do it. But this is the only thing I do. I'm a single mom of three, and I get on here and I
Awesome.
just promo all day, and then we do live interviews on the 26th of every month and at Leo's Live in Lakeland. So it's
Very
actually
cool.
really cool. It's like a private party almost type thing. So we cook a huge.
Well, even if we can't play, we'll try and get out to one of those.
Oh yeah. Well, you still have to play at that. I mean, we switched to karaoke with the band after you're on for an hour. So but
Oh, cool.
we have a whole team that comes out and does stuff. So it's kind of cool,
Yeah.
like production,
Sounds like
photography.
I like it.
So what is okay, I think so. How long have you guys been together?
We are going on 7 years,
Something like that.
6 or 7 years. Our
I mean, that's
anniversary is
your second
Halloween,
marriage.
so we always we picked a good anniversary day. We kick it off on Halloween was when it all started, but man, I'm honestly starting to lose track, which is a good thing. I like when I'm that far into something. It's sort of like, I don't know, 4 years, 6 years.
And then, like, you don't see how far you've come until you remember back and go, wow, that was 5 years ago. And, we were horrible then. And then you see, and then you see how far you've come and the people you've met and the stories you've heard. And you just can't help but go, wow.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we look back on even on our tour. We went on the tour with Cold, and I mean, highlight so far for us. And what an amazing time getting to know that and like hanging out with Scooter. My boy over here had some party time with Scooter. It was rock and roll. Excuse me.
Are you rock star, Clay?
We call it the incident.
I love that. I love that.
But it was at the end of the day like a great memory. Absolutely. Like, and that's what we're looking to do is just get out and be on tour and play music again.
Jack Daniels is my incident too. I mean, it's
We all have one of those.
yes.
It happens.
And the incident. Let's see. I'm gonna look at the comments. Sign me up for karaoke. Well, hopefully we could get these guys out to sing some karaoke. That would be awesome.
Karaoke. I think I've only done that literally once in my life have I ever sang actual karaoke.
Well, okay, so the whole plan was, right? So we have the artists come out and we do a family dinner. So I like decorate a whole table, and then we have 30 guests that are VIP, and that's it for the private party. And so those 30 guests get to be involved into your interview. They get to come on the live feed. We go live with Rock Rage Radio. And we have Gnome Productions, Barbarazzi Photos, and they come out and give you like free promotional material, like entertainment photos and
All right.
footage off of your songs that you sing. And then we switch to karaoke with the band because, everybody wants to know what it's like to get on stage. New dilemma. I mean,
That's pretty awesome. All right, that's pretty awesome. I have to talk to the guys. I got a lot of crew to talk to about that, but I'm not interested.
It does
Wow.
sound fun.
I'm calling Patsy Cline crazy. That's what I'm calling. I'm gonna have you sing crazy with me.
All right,
Yeah, you went all soft voice on me.
got to get my country voice on.
There you go. Do you have any? Okay, so what are the upcoming shows that you have?
Right now, we're working on putting some stuff together. We're working on a release show for when the day the new single drops, and then we're also going to be looking at a little bit of a small run or a couple shows when the actual EP drops in full, because we're going to drop a couple singles first and get this train moving again.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. And you just let me know about the dropping, and if you need help with that, I'll hook you up with.
Awesome. I will definitely hit you up on private message and chat about it.
Oh yeah. Well, is there? Do you guys want to talk about some more stuff? What else would you like to talk about?
What else we got, Clyde? I
Clyde,
want to give a shout out and everybody. First of all, if you're on here, social medias are so important. Go check us out at New Dilemma Band on your Facebook and Instagram. Sorry, Florida pollen is killing me for the last week, so you have to pardon me on that one.
You're all right. So you guys, I want to make sure I have you on Spotify too. So I do like a little house cleaning thing, and all the time I would just want to make sure why we have you on here.
Oh yes, Spotify. That's the most important. It seems to be these days to the label gods. Although we're doing this one DIY, we're going to release this stuff ourselves. So we're doing a little different. Last time we released under the label Pavement Entertainment, so we're doing a little different this time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, y'all definitely go on Spotify and give them some hearts because that does count, and also following. So go on there and follow. I just went and did mine, so y'all make sure you do yours, because then that way, because I know that's a big thing with Spotify. It's all in how many hearts you have and how many people are actually following. So what I do is I go in here and then I'll add it. Like I'll add it to my playlist.
Oh, awesome.
So like I have a whole playlist of artists that we do, the morning artists that we normally do. And so I'll just go and add your whole thing to my playlist.
Oh, appreciate that. Yeah, all the socials are so important, and now TikTok's important. They're all important. And yeah, please check that out. What else do we got? There's I want to give a shout out to the rest of our guys that are busy and not here. Zach Robin, the lead guitar player. You can go check him out, Zach Robin Official. He's got some stuff, man. YouTube. We got Roach on the bass, Sean Kimmerling on the drums, and this has just been the most amazing time. We're having fun, which is like the most important. Last time with the label, everything got so heavy sometimes that it sort of lost that fun part. I mean, not that it's never not exciting, but you sometimes don't get to take in the moments, and that's one thing we're trying to do as a complete band this time is take in every little moment and enjoy it before you move on.
Yeah, celebrate the small victories, and the big victories.
Absolutely.
I mean, hell yeah. I mean, you got to live every moment in life in a happy moment. And if not, then, I mean, what are you doing it for? I mean, it doesn't
make sense.
No, nobody wants to be, not in a good mood. I have a humongous labradoodle, and normally he's great, but I don't know, the sound of your voice, maybe. I don't know. He's liking it for some reason.
The doodles love me.
The doodle is yes. He's like a huge like horse dog almost though. So,
I like it.
Yeah, he's humongo. We try to.
You got anything else? You got anything else there, Clyde? I forgot I got to get up on the microphone. Are we missing anything? You can check. We got tons of merch out. We got stuff from the old tour. on sale. Everything helps with all the production and stuff we're doing. Like I said, we're DIY this time, so get on there. You can buy the merch straight on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's super accessible. Linktree/New Dilemma will take you to everything that we have, and that's pretty much it, man. I just appreciate everybody. I appreciate you having us on, just letting us talk and tell our story. I mean, that's where it starts.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Is anytime, and you let me know. I mean, we even have hosts too. So like sometimes I'll come on here for like 2 hours one day and just play music. And so I invite people to come on and just listen to music with me. So if you have anything that you'd like to announce on a certain, certain level, or we can just make our own show. I mean,
hell yeah.
I'm real good friends with the boss, so.
Very cool.
Yeah. So, I was going to ask you something, Clyde.
Yes.
What are your plans? How did you get started in playing music? Since you're just quietness over there, how did you even?
I got a guitar for my 5th birthday, and my dad was always into classic rock. He had seen Jimi Hendrix live, and I learned a few chords, but I discovered the band Kiss, and it made me want to really pursue it. And all through my teenage years, I played, every dive on this side of the state. And, Joey was putting a band together. We got together, and here we are.
I love it. So if you had to say you're one musical artist that was like one of your greatest influences, who would you go with?
For me personally, it's Jacoby Papa Roach. We're not that far off age wise, and when they were coming up, they had just sort of blew up when we were sort of starting to get our shot when I was younger. And when I was unable to write music, I always felt like his was right in line with me somehow. And not only that, but dude, on stage, he's insane. So I've always tried to hold myself also to that standard. We do not stand still on stage, ladies and gentlemen.
That's good though. Stage energy is very, very important. It's so important. And
we give them hell.
That's good though. I love that. I want to see it. So, I was going to tell you. That's what I was going to say. So we're doing a photo shoot on the 25th in Ybor City, at like one of the hookah lounges and in front of like one of the graffiti buildings. So if you guys have a shirt, we're doing band pictures too. So all you got to do is send me a shirt, and then we'll send you a picture of.
I can send me an address, and I'll send you a shirt.
All right. Well, we'll do that after all this. I don't want everybody to have my address.
No, not on here. Not on here.
Well, guys, I really do want to thank you for coming on. And I actually want to listen to the song once more and give us like a little bit of a break. And then we'll come back. And if you guys have anything extra to add in, we'll add it in. If not, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. And continue to play a little bit of more music until around like 7. So
sounds good.
Very cool.
We've got all right. So I'm gonna take us in to playing Victim one more time, and then we will be right back and be right with you. Okay.
Thank you.
Every time we speak, you make another excuse. Can't keep your lies together. Do you even know the truth? You steal attention, but I know it's never enough. Manipulating everyone you think you love. You chose to light the flame that burned up with
A lot of people don't realize that that painting that's splattered in blood was in his living room for like 6 months after that.
Yeah, and it was all done in one shot. She did all that artwork. Um the model, one of my wife's good friends there, Inga Jensen, who was in that video, she actually did that whole painting that's on the wall in the end of that. So all those scenes where it's building, she actually hand painted that family and cutting them out there and all that stuff. So it's a fun fact from the playing victim. I haven't really watched it as intensely as I just did in a while.
I like that. I absolutely love. I mean, I love the video. I think the chick is hot. Like when I seen her like flopping around, I was like, "Whoa, that's hot." You know.
That's,
So,
yeah, she's on top of that, man, just like one of the most amazing humans. They're actually in a band. You probably get them on here.
Swearwolf.
Swearwolf.
swear
Her and her
off.
husband are in a band, Swearwolf. Yeah, they're like it's a really cool rock. I don't know if it's rockabilly.
Yeah, it's like a
it's
rock.
it's different, but they're pretty freaking cool for what they're doing.
Heck yeah. I'll check. Well,
So-
you know, I like to play all different genres. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
I normally roll in. I kind of so I start heavy and then I go really heavy and then really demonic and then I kind of flow at a bed. So I have like 3 or 4 ones that are really rough. But I love it because of if you've I don't so what I do in the morning is kind of basically like sharing my playlist with everybody. You know what I mean? Because most of the bands that are on here are ones that I've picked out and the songs they've meant something to me. So, it's
That's awesome.
basically like share. So it's all about, I guess the other day I was kind of wrapping it up. We've got Smile Empty Soul with Manifesto, you guys
Cool.
with Playing Victim, it's all about Seven with, Woe Is Me and Cold, so
Yeah.
it's kind of almost like getting out of a toxic cycle and running into like that fresh like spiritual cycle of I just want to
Exactly.
be happy. So
Yeah, this new music we're writing, I guess I could touch on that a little bit. It's we wrote with that in mind, like a roller coaster. So um we've always believed a song should have an ebb and flow to it and ups and downs like life or however you want to look at it. That's kind of the way I look at it. And you're going to hear some of the heaviest new Dilemma I think that's been on record.
Yeah.
And some of the strongest I think choruses as well. So pretty excited about that. It's going to be a little bit different. We're super excited. See, I told you this is the hardest part about being a musician. Can't really say everything that you want to say.
I'm a big fan of the hard stuff. So I want to ask anybody in the chat. So I see the chat going over here. Is there any questions that you guys would like to ask? Tanya, Mike, Cherry, I think I see you guys all in here. Are there any questions that you guys would like to ask them? Let's see if they will. Give them a moment to text something.
Well, in the meantime, guys, thank for everybody that joined in here. Again, all our socials at New Dilemma Band, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok is New Dilemma Official. And you can kind of seek us all out individual. We sort of have pages. Some of us do, some of us don't. And that's really it, guys. We look forward to sharing more information very soon. And we're so excited about what's about to happen. And our new producer, Jordan Beal, up in Chicago, is absolutely slaying it.
Okay, so Stephanie wants to know.
Oh, go ahead.
Joey will be bringing me a deep dish back from Chicago.
So Stephanie Stone handles some of our promotions management and stuff like that. And she's helped get this current, the rest of the guys in this lineup and everything that's going on. And when I went to Chicago and I didn't try deep dish pizza, I was in so much trouble when I got back. But here's the thing is I found the Chicago beef something sandwich and that's what happened.
Portillo's.
Fine, I'll bring pizza back. I'm just kidding. Love you, girl.
Mike wants to know when your next show is.
We are hoping on the weekend after the release of the new single that's coming out very soon in the next 6 to 8 weeks.
Again,
That's
he
the best
hates
I can
his
do.
job.
That's the
Hey,
best I can do.
Jessica would like to know, what bands would you like to tour with?
I think that's Jessica Skinnerd
I have no
from West Virginia.
idea.
It's here,
Um,
I'll throw it up
for-
down at the bottom.
Yep, that's Jessica Skinnerd.
For me, I mean the ultimate like dream tour for me would be Papa Roach. But there's some from Ashes to New, from man, I love Motionless in White. Like I think our new stuff and where we're headed can totally be with those types of bands, and that's where Falling in Reverse, although I guess they're taking a bunch of, I don't know, he's in trouble, whatever, but like whatever. I'll go on tour. Hey, Ronnie, we'll go. The Spirit Box don't want to go. We'll go with you.
That's another good one too.
Spirit Box. Yeah, I mean, for us, it's I always feel like when you get there, because it pushes you to elevate yourself. So you get out there with those bands. I mean, I felt when we got back from tour with Cole, like I felt like I learned how to sing for the first time, because you're doing it 5 and 6 nights a week, and your body just starts changing. And you start learning stuff, and I mean that's what we're trying to do. But we are going to plan on like some regional touring coming up at the end of the year.
Miss Cherry said, "I'm the wife I know more than most. Love you all."
Thanks, honey.
We love you too.
We love you too. I couldn't do it without that one right there.
Jessica said, also Clyde is still hiring me to be his hairstylist.
Look at that. Damn.
I
like that. That's cool. The little she clicks it up. Man, this feels legit. I like that.
Hey,
cool.
So I don't know if you guys do podcasts or anything towards that nature, but StreamYard is the one that we are actually using now, and it is freaking phenomenal for any kind of thing that you try to do with it.
Cool.
If you ever need any help with it, just let me know. I can help you walk through it. But they've got tons of YouTube videos on it, and you can add all freaking kinds of stuff. It's
yeah, I'm loving that. That's cool.
It's a nerd heaven over here. And Miss Lynn said, "Hello, Clyde."
Hi, Lynn.
I'm telling you, this is a popular guy on tour right here. Just that's all I'm gonna say. Clyde, the ladies love Clyde.
What was it? It was because of the shoot. What did we call it earlier?
Incident?
The incident?
That's right.
No, he honestly he's just a good human, and I think they can tell.
Oh, thanks, man.
It's all about love, man. That's why
I love this guy.
This guy? Oh, that's cute. Well, guys, thank you so much for taking your time out of your day and coming on and talking about your new projects in Cryptive Code. But I loved. I'm looking forward to the update, and we will do whatever we can to help promo and get that out for you.
That sounds awesome. I will definitely let you know what's going on with all that. It's creeping up quick, and we've been working a long time. We don't want to quite let it all out of the bag yet. So, but like, I mean, there are hard dates in place, and it's very soon.
Oh yeah, man. Well, I'm here for whatever you need.
Thank you so much for having us. We really appreciate you.
Absolutely. Clyde, thank you for coming on. You're awesome. And anything you guys need, let me know. We are going to wrap it up for the night, and we're going to go into this is a new one that was sent to me today. So maybe you guys can let me know what you think about it in the comments. I think it's pretty freaking awesome, man. The drummer is the singer, and I don't know. Let me know what you think. I kind of dig it.
Awesome.
Right.
Well, thanks for having us.
Yes, sir. Thank you again. Perceived with Darkening, everybody. Thank you guys for coming, and we'll see you in the morning at 8.
to find my reason to stand, knowing there's not enough time. The lines in the sand, I'm falling apart, I'm losing my way. I can't end this misery. Lost in the dark, I'm hiding away, trapped in the pouring rain.
Don't forget to check out these vans. Share the love.
you're weak. Your words impress the few. My young trendsetter will not know better. You drag me through the waters. Yeah, I lost the chance to see. They only cloud the surface. No, we never get what we need. Your sense of peace, the God that failed us. Lie to me. I built this house of truth. You won't Daylight, giving way to twilight. You're standing on my baseline. I'm bleeding on myself. Hang tight, you're stealing all my sunshine. I'm gonna cut your lifeline. You're playing with your health. Move forward, your line without me. I'm far away from here. Get fucked for all I carry on me. I'm far away from here. Looking back alone, happy as can be. That little nothing, that little piece of shit I scrape off from the bottom of my soul, and now I'm free, not self-destructing, no longer trapped inside a prison that was tearing my whole world apart, and I can visualize, not paralyzed. Straight line, walking through the end times. You're fucking with my sunshine. We're living in this hell. Move forward, your line without me. I'm far away from here. Get fucked for all I carry on me. I'm far away from here. Looking back alone, happy as can be. That little nothing, that little piece of shit I scrape off from the bottom of my soul, and now I'm free, not self-destructing, no longer trapped inside a prison that was tearing my whole world apart, and I can visualize, not paralyzed. That little nothing, that little piece of shit I scrape off from the bottom of my soul. Won't you be that little nothing, that little piece of shit I scrape off from the bottom of my soul, and now I'm free, not self-destructing, no longer trapped inside a prison that was tearing my whole world apart, and I can visualize, not paralyzed.
Turn those down instead. Don't forget to visit rockrageradio.com and Ozma Entertainment for upcoming news and events. Just go to rockrageradio.com for your one-stop shopping.